And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ryan. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Carr gives to Richard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Carr. And this is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Terrell Basham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 7:34. Purdue. Express.
Snap comes at one, and it's Carr. Steps away to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to throw on second down. Goodman. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Alex Anzalone not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Leopard! Hey, got 18 loves to go deep. Put a body on. Over!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodman. He's got a man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Goodman. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodman. Just keeping the play alive. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Ryan. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw on 2nd down. Goodman. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Detroit!
To throw on 3rd down. Goodman. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goodman, he sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Goodman. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodman escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, Goodman. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now running right through it. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tyquan Lewis makes a stop. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. To throw on 2nd down. Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Sullivan. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start out with a run by Ferguson. And an alley to run. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Goodman. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Willis. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Goodman. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down. From the gun, Goodman. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers as the first half is winding down. And the Colts add on to their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Get down, get down. You ready? Go, go. 6:18. 7:34.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10.
Hey,
Carr will try it again on second down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run with Ferguson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right back to Ferguson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Goodman. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ryan. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum,
big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Get set, get set. Deuce right, Chief. 808. Hey, 734. 694. 734.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Richard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now a handoff to Richard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. Trying to improvise. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
694! 694! Low!
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal.
618. Purdue. 808.
From the gun, Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And Gold is able to put it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Operating from the gun. Goodman throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Goodman going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air on 2nd down. Goodman, flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Over! Back now here on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Goodman. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Goodman. Over the middle, complete. It's Rodgers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Goodman, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Throwing his car on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ryan. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Carr now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr under pressure again, and down he goes again. Terrell Basham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long.
694.
From the gun, Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To throw on second down. Goodman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on third and long. Goodman. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
7:34, 29, 29.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they had the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Goodman. He's going to wind up in air and got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Really a great season.